Whoa, look at this. We got the 6130 in the shop. I pulled this thing in here the other day. I got to back it out because I need to move over this tile plow. It's sitting in here. So when we had the storm damage, this was in that building, and that mount up there that holds the globe got really bent up. So we got a new one, and it apparently came in. So I got to move this. I got to move this sky jack. This thing needs moved out of the way because I'm wanting to bring in the 30-foot Draper and hook onto it in this shop, but got to back the combine out first. This thing needs moved, and then I can bring the Draper in, get it situated. I can pull this 6130 in, hook onto that. Man, if we would have had a 32-foot door, I could just hook onto her outside and pull her in, but we got a 28-footer, so can't pull her through the door. We're gonna have to hook onto the head. Make sure the power's on. It's not. Yeah, so we can't hook onto her outside and then slide her through the door. So you gotta hook onto her in the shop. We're gonna be checking over the 30-foot Draper, and we got some stuff to do to it. So something's messed up with the sensor in this hydrostat, because it was in neutral, but it wouldn't start. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see that from sitting over here, but I kind of put it out, pulled it back, and then turned it over, and it worked. So I don't know what to do about that. Whoa. Did you go straight past that? Oh, you got her. Well, we've got her on the combine. I'm gonna go out here and hook up these hydraulics real quick. I'm gonna raise this reel all the way up so it's easier to work on the head, getting around it there on the sickles and stuff, so. Well, it looks like all the reel controls work good. She went up and down and in and out, so. All right, better go put the safety stand down on the feeder house cylinder, and I guess we can start looking this thing over. There you go.
All right, Kurt, hand me that gun back.
So here's where the bracket got bent. We tried to heat it up and straighten it, kinked it up.
Yeah, I didn't like what I did.
Did not like that. So here's the new one. But you're still going to use this piece here on the new one?
Yeah, I'm going to weld.
Weld it instead of...
And I'm getting something different here. I'm going to just use a piece of square tubing, weld on there.
You love your fabricating, don't you?
Well, I don't like what I did here.
Why not?
I just don't. This is too heavy.
Flimsy?
Too heavy a metal. No need for that to hold a GPS globe. It's just too heavy.
Yeah, that's true. Because it kind of wants to go like this.
Not kind of. It does flop up and down.
Okay, it really wants to go like this. Well, hey, there you go.
I didn't know.
Throwing parts everywhere. I'm going to take a look at this beam real quick. This is the things we're looking for right here. Broken sickle. So there's one. There's two. There's three. So end here is pretty destroyed. What's up, dog? Yeah. This one needs replaced. That's it. So we got 3 sickle sections, sickle blades that need replaced, and pretty much just look over a few other things, grease it all up, hit all the grease points, and then she'll be ready for a little little add-on. I'm gonna make sure I got all the correct items here in my toolbox on the combine in order to change the broken sickle. Because last year I was kind of using some chintzy things like a pair of pliers and the wrong tools. I didn't have the right tools in here. So in order to get this sickle off, I gotta take both these nuts off, pop this guard up, and then take these nuts off so I can pop the sickle up. Well, the guard nut is an 18 millimeter and the sickle nut is a 10. And I had this metric socket set here on the combine, but the smallest it goes to is an 11 and it skips 18, it goes 17, 19. So that's not very helpful for me. So I'm gonna have to go find a couple of sockets and I'm either gonna have to find some. I don't even know if we have any laying around here. I'm gonna have to go buy some maybe. Well, I managed to find me a 18 and a 10. It's tight. Gotta put the gloves on. Don't want to get sliced up here on the sickle bar.
Talk to Ryan. Do you want to play any this evening?
So this one's replaced, everything's tight. And I noticed that when I skimmed through these sickles, I did it way too quick because quite a few of these need changed. Not only, I mean, there's only a couple more that are like chipped or completely just destroyed. But like, look at this one, for example. This one has no teeth on it. You should not be able to run your finger like that on the sickle. I mean, that's not gonna cut very well. So I'm actually gonna go through here and replace quite a few of these sickles. So we have a nice cutting Draper head going in this fall. So we ended up changing 6 sickles. So sickle bar is in good shape now. She's ready to cut some beans. Now I'm gonna get the old grease gun out. Probably end up putting 1 pump or 2 on the first greaser and it'll be out of grease. So better grab an extra tube so I don't have to make an extra trip, because every time I grab the grease gun I feel like it's always empty. But yeah, anyway, yeah, the old sickle bar is in good shape. She's ready for some cutting. And now we're just gonna grease the head. There's really not that many grease points on the head. There's a few on the reel that I gotta hit, and then up there on the drive shafts, and then the sickle bar. Oh boy, she's a little tall. I really need to put the reel down now so I can grease it, because it's kind of a reach. Well, Dad and I just showed up to Berkey's here with the truck and trailer because we're gonna pick up a new item we got here. Well, here's our new item. Think it'll fit on the trailer?
I don't know. Tilt it down and we'll find out.
All right. Well, we got rid of the 9230. Picked us up a 8250. She got tracks on her. Sure you don't want me to drive it home?
I guess you can if you want.
Oh, I would love to, but you said you wanted to, so I'm not gonna knock it over. I'm just gonna climb up in the cab and take a look. Key is not in her. Wow. This thing's pretty sweet. Yep, we're gonna drive her home. Well, Dad is. He's going to get the key right now. So we'll see that baby at the farm here in a little bit. I gotta go get some parts, so that's what we brought the trailer for. Well, this was quite the load I brought back from Berkey's. Managed to bring her back without anything falling off, so that's good. The beauty of getting a new piece of machinery is pulling it to the fuel pump first thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know if I was gonna make it here on fuel.
Seriously? Was that low?
Yeah, that's pretty low.
What did you think about it?
I really liked it.
How'd it go down the road with the tracks?
Fine.
Good?
Yep.
All right, well, I guess that's the last time you'll drive it because I'll be in it all fall.
No, I don't think so.
Is this a little different than what you had back in the day?
Well, we tore down that shed. The one I had a combine and 2 heads in.
I don't think these combines would fit in that old shed.
Well, things have changed, Michael.
Yeah. I think you ought to run this fall.
It'd be easy to run. I guess it's got guidance and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully I can get Dad out of it because I want to run it.
You may not.
I don't think I'll be able to.
Not very long.
No. He's already fallen in love with it. So all the cargo there on that trailer is a Crary wind system for this Draper head. Last year we put one on our 45 footer and we really liked it. So we ordered another one and we're gonna install one on this one. So I gotta get the forklift and start taking all the boxes off. I think I gotta get up there and show them how to run things.
Is it going out?
Nope.
Is it this button?
It is. Turn off your road mode. Is it off?
It is. Did it once?
Extend the auger.
We gotta do that first?
Yep.
You have to hold it? Probably hold it. Yeah, it's going out.
Yeah, you gotta hold it. That's pretty sweet. Okay, you're unfolded.
I'm gonna unload now and see what it does.
It'll throw the spout down. Yep. So you hold this or press it. And see, now it turned off your cross augers and now your unloading tube can empty out. Now click it again, turns it back on.
Oh, so that shuts them off and that just keeps, man, that's a nice way of doing it. Isn't that neat?
Yeah, you're tilting the feeder house. There's 2 cylinders, one over there and one over here.
And you can put your corn head right down on the ground like that.
I can't wait to run this all fall, Dad.
No, you get to run the auger car.
Yeah, right. Ooh, that's kind of neat. That screen's different.
Oh yeah.
It shows, well, that is cool.
It shows all your different
All your settings right there. So for assembly number 1, I got to mount the gearbox fan.
Yes, that's over on the right hand side. Remember, that's the first thing we did.
That's on the starboard side of the machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the bracket here. Well, step number 1 is complete. This right here is the bracket that holds that gearbox fan. So it just sits on the frame right here. Now I got to take a look at the instructions, but I'm pretty sure U-bolt goes around this to hold this down, and there is a hole right here. I can probably put a bolt, a nut, hold that there too. So this part, just got to get this fastened down, and then I can mount the gearbox fan. So yeah, it looks like that bolt there, the single bolt there on the front, is an optional bolt. It says here, so this right here is the bracket we just put on, and it's got an arrow pointing to that hole. optional bolt location. So that one's optional. I guess we can figure out later what we want to do. But as of right now, let's just get the stuff that's mandatory done here. Alrighty, well, we got the fan mounted up. Everything's fastened here. Now I'm installing the PTO shaft, and it's too long, so I've split it apart here, and now I'm going to take sawzall, bandsaw, whatever, and I'm going to chop these shorter so that it'll work. Well, how are we coming along here?
Well, we're coming.
We've got left side mounted up here. Obviously, this needs tightened up, but we're gonna wait. Got the middle section all mounted up. He's getting ready to mount the cylinder that goes on this middle section. Right side's all mounted, and you guys have already seen we've got the fan all mounted back here. So pretty much we're almost done with all the brackets that hold on this tubing and everything. And when we get all these done, that's when we start running around the hard aluminum pipes will go on the front. And then I think is there any hard pipes on the back or not?
Oh yeah, there should be.
A couple small sections on the back side, but then we got some rubber tubing that also goes on here. So after we get everything situated and tightened up here on the brackets, then we can start running all the piping. Alrighty, Dad, what do we got to do now? Just got to put these brackets here on the. Oh, don't we have something that comes out here and does one of these numbers?
Yeah, that goes on there.
All right, I think it's time to set this thing down, huh, Dad? Maybe I get something done or what? Well, we're getting a much needed rain, so it is the next day. Dad and I had a combine clinic that we went to this morning at Berkey's. Just got back, just started pouring down rain, so this is pretty nice. We've been pretty dry here last few weeks, so we really needed this. But let's get in here and see if we can finish up this air system on the Draper head. Got all the fingers mounted. All this here in the middle's tight. We don't have a whole lot more to do we, Dad?
Yep. Hello.
Anybody in there? I think the worst part about installing this is running the wiring from this middle part all the way up and mounting a deal in the cab to adjust the pitch and everything, don't you think?
Probably, yeah.
This stuff right here, all this is easy.
Yeah.
We don't have a whole lot more to do though. Run the tubing here around the outside and then on the back, and then do the wiring. Just about got this thing finished up. We got this bracket here that needs mounted like this. We need some self-tapping screws, and they didn't send us any, so it shows in the instructions that they sent us some, but it didn't actually get in the mail, so we can't finish her up. We got to go to town and get some of those because we don't have big enough self-tappers here. But anyway, the only thing left to do is mount that, get this tube and this here all situated, and ran over to the fan, get the wiring off the center cylinder, and that'll wrap us up here. I was thinking that this was going to be like our 45-foot Draper, but this thing has a cap on the left side, which is pretty nice. Our 45-footer, we had to run the wind system around the whole entire head. So on that right side, we'd basically have the same deal here on the left. But they said anything less than 40 foot, they just cap it off, and that's that. So I like that right there. That saved us a lot of time, because we don't have to run all the piping on this side and behind the head. Tomorrow we're going to be getting this thing all finished up, so stay tuned, because this is going to be the end of this video. So the next video, we'll be wrapping this aerial up. We'll be outside, get her running. We've had inches of rain today, probably at least 2 inches of rain, I would say. It's been fantastic. Gosh, we needed a good rain like this. Look at the water standing. So, should we go take a look at the rain gauge real quick? Might get a little wet. I really don't want to get you guys wet, so I'm gonna leave you guys right here, and I'm gonna go take a look at the rain gauge real quick. Well, I got my cardio in for the day, because I just sprinted back and forth with the rain gauge, and I'm just gassed. I'm out of shape, holy cow. I was a little wrong about the estimate. I thought maybe we had at least 2 inches of rain. Well, we're sitting at 1.5 inches right now, so that's great. We love it. Love to see it, because we were awfully dry and we needed rain. So that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.